Your brain can produce happiness in seconds, not minutes, not after a long meditation session or a perfect morning routine. Seconds. And almost nobody is using this ability deliberately. Most people treat happiness like a destination, something that arrives when the right circumstances finally line up, when the stress is gone, when the relationship is right, when the money is there, when the work is done. And while they are waiting for those circumstances to align, their brain is sitting on a set of biological switches that could shift how they feel almost immediately. Switches that require no money, no equipment, no perfect conditions, and no previous experience to activate. Here is what genuinely surprised me when I started researching this topic. The habits that make your brain happy in seconds are not the ones most people try. They are not the ones wellness culture promotes, and they are not complicated. They are biological. They work with your brain's existing chemistry rather than against it. And once you understand exactly why each one works, you will never look at your emotional state the same way again. By the end of this video, you are going to know exactly 3 habits that make your brain happy in seconds, each one targeting a different happiness chemical, with one specific action for each that you can use before this video even ends. And the third habit is the one I need you to stay for. It is the most unexpected thing on this list. It requires no effort, no time, and no willpower whatsoever. But the neuroscience behind why it works is extraordinary. We will get there. First, let me show you exactly what your brain has been waiting for you to give it. Habit number 1, the gratitude flash. The first habit that makes your brain happy in seconds is what neuroscientists call a gratitude flash. And it is completely different from the gratitude practice you have probably already tried and abandoned. Traditional gratitude practice asks you to list what you are thankful for, and for most people this produces the same generic list every single time. Family, health, shelter. These things are genuinely important, but here is the problem. Your brain habituates to repeated content. It stops producing a dopamine and serotonin response to things it has registered hundreds of times before. The gratitude becomes intellectual rather than emotional. You think it without feeling it, and it stops working within weeks. A gratitude flash is different in one critical way. Instead of listing what you are grateful for, you close your eyes and replay one specific sensory memory from the last 24 hours that produced a genuinely positive feeling. Not an abstract concept, a concrete moment. The exact warmth of your first drink this morning. The specific sound of a laugh from someone you care about. The precise physical sensation of getting into a comfortable chair after a long day. One real sensory moment replayed in vivid detail. Research published in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that recalling specific positive memories with sensory detail activated the brain's reward circuitry far more powerfully than abstract gratitude statements. The specificity is what makes it work. Your brain responds to vivid, concrete experiences. It practically ignores generic ones. Here is your action right now. Close your eyes for 30 seconds and replay one specific moment from the last 24 hours that felt genuinely good in your body. Not what you should be grateful for, what actually felt good. Hold it for 30 full seconds. Let the sensory details come back. That is a gratitude flash, and your brain will respond with a real serotonin and dopamine release within seconds of you beginning it. Now, the next habit works through a completely different biological pathway, and this one you can trigger anywhere without closing your eyes or stopping what you are doing. But before I get into it, I want to say something real quickly. Habit number 2, the micro act of giving. I have spent weeks researching and writing everything in this video. Just real science translated into something genuinely useful. This channel exists entirely because of people who find real value in what I make and choose to support it. If this video is giving you something real today, there is a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description below. And honestly, what I am about to share right now might be the best example of what this channel is actually about. Because this next habit is the most generous one on this list, and the science behind it will make you smile. The second habit that makes your brain happy in seconds is a micro act of giving, and the neuroscience behind why it works so fast will permanently change how you think about generosity. Most people think giving feels good because of the reaction they receive. Someone thanks them, someone smiles, someone acknowledges the gesture. And while those responses do feel good, they are not actually what triggers the happiness chemical response. Researchers studying oxytocin and pro-social behavior found that the neurochemical reward from giving begins at the moment of intention, the moment you decide to do something for another person, not at the moment of their response. Your brain releases oxytocin the instant you genuinely orient toward another person's well-being. Before you act, before they respond, before any external confirmation arrives. The internal shift toward genuine giving is itself the trigger, which means you do not need the other person to respond at all to receive the full neurochemical benefit of the act. Oxytocin is one of the most powerful happiness chemicals your brain produces. It creates warmth, trust, and a sense of genuine connection that no amount of solo pleasure-seeking can replicate. And it is triggered by acts of giving that take as little as 5 seconds. Here is your action today. Think of one person in your life right now. Send them one specific, genuine message. Not a meme, not a reaction, not a forwarded post. One sentence that is specifically about them and specifically true. Something you have noticed or appreciated about them that you have never said out loud. Send it before this video ends. The oxytocin release begins the moment you start writing it, not when they reply, right now. Here is where it gets even more interesting. Oxytocin is one of the few happiness chemicals that compounds through giving rather than depleting. The more genuinely you give, the stronger the neurochemical response becomes over time, rather than habituating the way most pleasure responses do. You cannot develop a tolerance to genuine giving. Your brain will respond to it every single time. Share this video with someone who always feels like they need more before they can feel better. Because feeling better does not require more. It requires the right signal, and they can send that signal in seconds. Now, number 3. And I want to be honest with you. When I first came across the research behind this habit, I genuinely did not believe it would be as powerful as it turned out to be, because it requires nothing, absolutely nothing. And yet the science behind it is some of the most compelling happiness research I have ever read. Stay with me. Before we get to the third habit, I want to ask you something. When was the last time you moved your body with genuine intention rather than obligation? Not a workout you had to do. Not steps you were supposed to get, but actual physical movement that you chose freely because some part of you wanted to. For most people in modern life, the honest answer is not recently, and that absence is doing something to your brain chemistry that most happiness advice never addresses directly. Habit number 3, the 10-second movement trigger. Now, everything I have shared so far is real, and it works. The gratitude flash produces an immediate serotonin and dopamine response through vivid sensory memory recall. The micro act of giving triggers oxytocin at the moment of genuine intention. But this third habit, this is the one that surprised me most, and I think it is going to do the same for you. The third habit that makes your brain happy in seconds is what I call the 10-second movement trigger, and the research behind it completely overturns everything most people believe about the relationship between exercise and mood. Most people know that exercise improves mood. What most people do not know is that the endorphin and dopamine response to physical movement begins within seconds of the movement starting, not after a sustained workout period. Researchers at the University of Vermont studying the relationship between brief movement and mood found that even 10 to 20 seconds of vigorous, intentional movement produced a measurable neurochemical shift that improved mood scores within minutes of stopping. 10 to 20 seconds, not 20 minutes, not an hour, seconds. The mechanism behind this is rooted in your brain's evolutionary programming. Physical movement in your ancestral environment almost always meant one of two things. You were either pursuing something rewarding or escaping something threatening. In either case, your brain needed to rapidly optimize its neurochemical state for peak performance. It did this by releasing dopamine for motivation and endorphins for pain suppression and euphoria. And this ancient mechanism still activates in response to intentional, vigorous movement, regardless of whether the context is ancestrally meaningful. Your brain does not know you are just jumping in your kitchen. It knows your body is moving with intention and energy, and it responds accordingly within seconds. Here is your action. Right now, or the next time you feel your mood dropping, stand up. Do 10 seconds of something genuinely vigorous. Jump in place. Do 10 jumping jacks. Shake your whole body. Dance to 15 seconds of a song you love. Run in place. It does not matter what it looks like. It matters that your heart rate rises and your body moves with genuine physical energy for 10 full seconds. By the time you sit back down, your brain will have already begun releasing the neurochemicals that shift your emotional state. The fog will be slightly thinner. The heaviness will be slightly lighter. Not because your problems changed, but because the chemical environment your brain is operating in changed. And when the chemistry changes, everything that happens inside it changes too. Save this video. These 3 habits that make your brain happy in seconds are worth coming back to every single time life feels heavier than it should. Because these are not coping strategies. These are biological tools. And biological tools work whether you believe in them or not. So let me put this all together for you. Imagine going through tomorrow with all 3 of these available to you at every moment. Not waiting for circumstances to improve. Not hoping today feels different than yesterday. Actually knowing what signal to send your brain and being able to send it in seconds whenever you need it most. That is what these 3 habits that make your brain happy in seconds actually offer. Not a perfect life, not permanent euphoria, just real biological tools that work with your brain's existing chemistry to shift how you feel in the moments when you need that shift most. Drop a comment and tell me which of these 3 habits you are going to try first. I read every single one, and I genuinely want to know which one feels most relevant to where you are right now. Your brain does not need perfect circumstances to produce happiness. It needs the right signal, and now you know exactly how to send it. And if this video gave you something real today, the Buy Me a Coffee link is waiting in the description. Every single coffee directly supports the next video and keeps this channel alive for everyone who needs it. And if you want to take this even further, watch this next video where I show you why you feel unhappy even when life is good. Because understanding what blocks your brain from feeling happiness and knowing how to activate it in seconds are 2 completely different and equally essential pieces of the same puzzle.